Good morning and welcome to the First Unitarian Universalist Society of Albany. My name is Reverend Sam Trumbore and I'm the minister of this congregation. Before we begin, for those on Zoom, please check to make sure your microphone is muted. You can also turn your camera off if your image is potentially distracting. Please also be mindful of your speech while on Zoom, as microphones have a way of accidentally getting unmuted. This will minimize any disruption of our service. You will notice closed captioning at the bottom of your screen. If you'd like to turn that off or on, find the CC option on your Zoom toolbar and select the up arrow to access it. Thanks so much for your cooperation. The founders and the foundations and the supporting walls of our faith are built by ancestors we have never known face to face. We may have biographies that we can gain appreciation of their lives. We may have their diaries, poems, essays, sermons, art they created, and artifacts they touched. Their descendants might personify some of their values and beliefs. Scholars write histories from the traces they leave behind. Today, I'd like to bring you a few traces of our Unitarian and Transcendentalist 19th century ancestors. We inherit a living tradition of Unitarian and Universalist faith from them. That faith wasn't received in a revelation from God, though it certainly was shaped by Christianity. Many would have, in the 19th century, have considered themselves Christians. Yet the Transcendentalists were the first to break with the Christian fold and begin to create a religious identity independent of a teacher or a tradition. And though the Transcendentalists were not quite in feeling, let me say that again. And though Transcendentalists were not unique in feeling called toward social reform, their faith moved them to become welcomers. Something in the Unitarianism articulated by the leading light, William Ellery Channing, that when combined with German idealism and romanticism sweeping across the Atlantic, energized them to make the world better and more humane. May this exploration of our spiritual ancestors this morning help you connect more deeply to our faith and bring new energy to your action in the world. And our prelude this morning by Irita London is Banks of the Catawba by Joe Collins. And give a recording. And let us light our chalice this morning with the words you'll see on the screen, I hope. This will be your memory test to see if you remember your chalice lighting words. Welcoming all free seekers of truth and meaning, we gather to excite the human spirit, to inspire its growth and development, to respond morally and ethically to a troubled world, and to sustain a vital and nurturing religious community. And let us enjoy our next song, which I believe is Come, Come, Whoever You Are, Lynn Adair, words adapted from Rumi and musicians, is the Albany UU Outdoor Choir.
We enjoy welcoming guests and visitors to our service. If you'd like to tell us who you are and where you're from, those here in Community Hall can stand or raise your hand. The usher, Al, will bring you a microphone so that everyone can hear you. Those joining us on Zoom can click on the raise hand symbol, which you'll find either in the participant window or in the reactions button on your Zoom toolbar. Our technician will invite you to unmute and introduce yourself. You may also, or instead, click on the visitor link you'll find now in the chat window. Okay. Thank you and welcome to all who have joined us today. If you'd like to learn more about our congregation or Unitarian Universalism, you can stop by the table in the lobby and speak with our friendly welcome table host. Or if you're joining us on Zoom today, you can find in the participant window someone with welcome before their name. You can reach out to that person privately in the chat window now or after the service. We welcome the chance to greet each other. The approximately 76 congregants joining us today on Zoom will be offered virtual breakout rooms. You can say hello and share your name. This will last about 2 minutes and then we'll all come back together. If you are here in Community Hall, please greet others at a safe distance.
And for our prayer of affirmation, something from Margaret Fuller, Dryad Song. Let us turn inward to receive these words. I am immortal. I know it. I feel it. Hope floods my heart with delight. Running on air, mad with life, dizzy, reeling, upward I mount. Faith in sight. Life is feeling. Hope is the day star of might. It was thy kiss, love, that made me immortal. Kiss, love? Our lips have never met. Ah, but I felt thy soul through night's portal. Swoon on my lips, that night's sweet, silent portal, wild and as sweet as regret. Come, let us mount on the wings of the morning, flying for joy of the flight, wild with all longing, now soaring, now staying, mingling like day and dawn, swinging and swaying, hung like a cloud in the light. I am immortal. I feel it. I feel it. Love bears me up. Love is might. Chance cannot touch me. Time cannot hush me. Fear, hope, and longing at strife sink as I rise on upward forever, gathering strength, gathering breath. Naught can sever me from the spirit of life. So be it. Blessed be, and let us have our closing song. It's Give Thanks by William Caldwell's Union Harmony, and it's in 1837 it was written, and our song leader is Elena Karpov.
As we extinguish the chalice, please join in the words shown on the screen. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. Our benediction, with credit to Reverends David Weisbard and James Madison Barr. May the truths that make us free, the hope that never dies, and the love that casts out fear lead us and those we love and those whom nobody loves forward together until the dayspring breaks and the shadows flee away. Amen. Our thanks today go to musicians Anne Brandon, Irita London, Albany UU Outdoor Choir, and Elena Karpov. Our ushers, Al DeSalvo, Kathy Harris, Kristen Abbas, Jean Poppy. Pastoral Care Associates, Eric Van Housen and Chuck Manning. Service Associate, myself, Dawn Dana. Welcomers, Amy Lent and Peter Brown. Greeter, Barb Manning. Office Support, Tammy Hathaway and Patience Pichette. Technical Support, Kate Pierce and Dick Dana. Flowers, Cindy Herrick, which were given by Al DeSalvo in memory of Susan Thompson, whose 81st birthday would have been December 2nd. And I'm going to read the announcements on the screen, and then, okay, Sigrun, you'll be next. The deadline for ordering crafts is today. Check out our website to find out more, albanyuu.org. Join the Green Sanctuary today at 11:30 a.m. for a forum, How to Reduce Our Impact on the Planet for the Holidays and Beyond. This hour-long event will include information on recycling, reusing, and reducing waste, composting, myths related to compostable plastics, microplastics, health impacts, and specific suggestions as to how to reduce your waste footprint during the holiday season. Stay right here on the service link to join remotely or in Community Hall to join in person. To receive Albany UU e-news, contact Tammy Hathaway, admin@albanyuu.org. Now Sigrun has an announcement from Community Hall.
Now you can hear even more about the craft fair. Today is the final day of our wonderful craft fair. I want to say that you can still order. There's still some things which have not been sold, and would be lovely if everything on the list were sold. To find the place to order, either go to your daily reminders or to Windows Weekly. So I would like to tell you about, once you've bought these crafts, what you're going to do about them, to get them. Next Sunday, after the service, we will have bagged up each person's purchases with their name on it, and also soups if you have soups next Sunday. If you're here, you can pick them up after the service. If you want to come and drive in, you can come and ring the doorbell. There will be a person at the door who will find your name, bring the stuff out to you, so you do not need to come into the sanctuary, into the church, in order to pick up your purchases. I want to say a special thankful to the committee, Maria Phillips and Annie Lipinski and me for organizing it all, for all the craft people who gave us things to sell, and for all you purchasers. Without the purchasers, we wouldn't have a craft fair. Thank you.
If people on Zoom wish to make a live announcement at this time, please click on the raise hand symbol in the Zoom toolbar. The technician will cue you to unmute yourself and present your announcement. Those on Zoom are invited to join a breakout room for conversation and fellowship. You can click to accept the breakout room assignment when it appears on your screen. This concludes our service today.